Gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time. I feel like David Buffer. Anyways, y'all know the deal. I spent all week working on this list. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been comparing articles, CBS, ESPN, comparing, looking at the top 50, top 100, trying to formulate my list. And I have it. I want to say this is one of the toughest lists I think I've ever made. Those 30 and 40 overall guys, you could basically put 30 and 40. Like you're gonna see it gets tricky this year. I based this off of mainly the eye test. I don't like to go too much off of teams and statistics. I like to give shit the eye test. A little bit about how they did this year, and then a little bit about the stats. So without any further ado, I don't want to waste any time. Let's just get right into it. First, we're going to get into the notables that didn't make it. Draymond, I ain't going to lie. Right before I made this video, I had you at 49. Then I swapped you out, put Brook Lopez in there, swapped you down to the notables that didn't make it, just to make this video more lit. You didn't make it. But it's not just him. Kuzma also didn't make it. I didn't even see Kuzma on any of the lists that I looked at, as a matter of fact. I looked at like 3-4 different lists. None of those lists had Kuzma in the top 50. Dead ass. But he wants 30 million or something? Nigga's hilarious. Anyways, Fred VanVleet, I think he was on like one of the lists or something. Fred VanVleet is trash. Like I said, I'm giving shit the eye test. Come on. What do you want me to do with Fred VanVleet? What do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Zach LaVine, that one hurt me. That's my twin, literally my twin. My treacherous little twin, that one hurt me. But he sort of had a little bit of an off year. Franz Wagner, he was on every top 50 list that I looked at. But I don't watch that much about the Magic. Maybe Franz deserved to be on the list. He ain't making my goddamn list. Maybe next year. But Maxey, sorry buddy. Westbrook, come on, you knew you weren't gonna make it. Chris Paul, you had to know you weren't gonna make it. Clay Thomas, Clay, I don't even know his name. Clay Thompson and Porzingis. So now, let's get right into the list. I told you guys 49 was Brook Lopez. 50 is Cat. One list I looked at had Cat a little bit higher. One list I looked at didn't have Cat on it. He only played like 20 games last year. I just put him at 50 just because, fuck it. You know what I mean? Brook Lopez, if we look at it by the stats, Brook Lopez did have better stats than you, Draymond. Would you have like 8-7-5 or 8-7-6? Brook Lopez had like 15-7 and then almost 3 blocks. So I think his stats sort of beat you out. So I put Brook Lopez at 49. Mikal Bridges, I put him at 48. Mikal Bridges, to me personally, is ass. His big eye fish looking at, you know what I'm saying? He's trash. But I guess he finished out the season strong. I don't know. That's what a lot of the reports and stuff that I was saying. Like I said, I tried to take into consideration what the people were saying. But for me, Mikal Bridges doesn't really do it. But they had him, honestly, higher than 48. But I'm like, I'm just going to put you at 48. CJ McCollum, I don't really have too much to say about that. Paolo Banchero. Really, I wanted to put Paolo higher than... Really, I wanted to put Paolo at like 40. As I'm looking up to it, really, I wanted to put Paolo at like 40, but I don't want to disrespect these niggas. So I put Paolo at 46, but really, I think Paolo is better than every name that I'm about to name right now on our way to 40. Andrew Wiggins. He didn't play that many games. I put him on my list, but really, I think Paolo is damn near better than him. Chris Middleton. I feel like he wasn't even on list that I looked at, but I wanted to put him on there, Fuck, he turned down the $40 million to get a new deal, probably with the Bucks, right? Yeah, I don't really have that much to say on him. Evan Mobley, Aaron Gordon. I gave Aaron Gordon the nod over Evan Mobley, honestly, just because he won the the finals. But I don't think that Aaron Gordon really has more skill than Evan Mobley. Now, DeJounte Murray was very tough. On every list I looked at, they had DeJounte Murray within the top 35. One list had him at 31, I think one had him at 34. I know he averaged like 20-something points. For me, it's just tough. I just watch him play and I'm just like, you know, if I'm giving it the eye test, I don't know. It's just not really doing it for me, you know? Another guy that they had high on their list was Darius Garland too. For me, I don't really get that one either. I put him on there out of respect, you know, but to me, Darius Garland is not really better than Paolo. I mean, I guess he had a better year, but I mean, that nigga shrunk with a matter. Man, nigga, what, y'all got y'all ass sweat? What the fuck was Darius when they needed? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Darius is a weird one. And then at 39, they have Drew Holiday. Mainly because his defense is amazing. At 38, I spiced it up and threw some little flavor in there, and I put Wemby. Wemby hasn't even played a game yet, and I think that Wemby is better than everyone I just named, I fear. That nigga Wemby is nice. Wemby might even be better than a few of these next guys I'm about to name, but I threw Wemby in there for some flavor, and I really do think that I thought a lot about his placement, and I think this is where he deserves to be. Next up, I have DeMar DeRozan. I mean, what is there to say about DeMar DeRozan? You know, best mid-range jump shot. Y'all know who he is, consistent as it gets. I can't say that Wemby is better than DeMar DeRozan without seeing him play. Julius Randle is another player whose positioning was sort of all over the place. One of the lists I looked at didn't even have Julius Randle in the top 50. And I think another list had him at like 31 or 34. I'm putting him at 36 on mine. I'm giving him the slight nod above DeMar just because he does a little bit more on the defensive side. But I'm giving Jaren Jackson a slight nod over Julius Randle, Defensive Player of the Year. Also, another notable that I just thought of that didn't make my list. I don't know if he's a notable or not, but Marcus Smart is not on here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do have Jaren Jackson at 35. Lauri Markkanen is another person where his placement is sort of like all over the place. One list had him at 27, another one had him in the 40s. I'm putting him at 34, you know, best player on the Jazz. But again, this is what I mean. It's tough. I mean, is Lauri Markkanen really better than Julius Randle and Jarius Jackson? Maybe. DeMar DeRozan? Maybe. But I mean, this is what I mean. These are all very, very close. It makes these a little tricky. Now let me get to the one of the shocks of the top 50 here. Next up we have Zion Williamson. That is not the shock. Again, Zion Williamson, some people had him higher, some people had him lower. He's not consistent enough. He's overweight. It's tough for me to put him any higher than right there. Really, I could put him a lot lower. I think it's just Zion Williamson is kind of like, what's your preference on Zion? So it depends on where you put him. Because I could see people telling me like, no, Clark, he should be like 47. And I would be like, you're right. But I have him at 33, just coming off the All-Star starter, even though he played like 2 games, you know. But here's the surprise. I put James Harden at 32. Maybe that's a surprise. Maybe that comes as not a surprise. You know, fuck. James Harden is fucking falling off, guys. He is falling off. I mean, he's falling off. It's over. You can't build a team around him. I don't even know if he could be the second best option on a team. Fuck. I don't know. I mean, one could make an argument that he can't be a second option on a team and that you could actually put him lower. One could make an argument that he should be higher. CBS list had him in the top 20, but I can't do it, man. I can't. I mean, and I don't even really think Tyrese, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen Tyrese Halliburton play. I looked at the list, they had him at about right here. I read the little shit they were saying about him, breakout year, blah, 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 20-something points. So I'm like, all right, we'll put him right there. He's younger than James, faster, right? But do I really think he's better than James? I don't know. I don't know, man. Who the hell watches? I don't know. These niggas had him at 16, boy. What in the hell? I couldn't jump out the gym and do nothing like that. I don't know, man. All right, I have 29. I have Sabonis. I know I skipped 30. But I just want to talk. Sabonis, again, was so difficult to rate. CBS had him at 14. Another list I seen had him at like 30-something. They were calling him like the baby Jokic. I really wanted to put Sabonis lower than 29. I wanted to put him a lot lower. At 30, I have Pascal Siakam, who again I think is better than Sabonis. You know, so it's like I don't know. Again, it's tricky. These get real tricky, man. These 30s are tricky. All right, so I did a poll on Instagram just to see who people thought was better, LaMelo or Brunson. And in the poll, LaMelo won. That could be because I have more LaMelo fans than Brunson fans. Fuck, man. Honestly, fuck. I think Brunson is a notch better. It's tricky. But I'm going to give LaMelo the nod because you guys say give him the nod, so I'm going to give him the nod. But I really think it's Brunson. And then to close it out, we got Brandon Ingram. So, just a quick recap of 26 through 50. I'm giving Sabonis the nod over Pascal. I was going to give Brunson the nod over LaMelo, but y'all said LaMelo, so let's do it. Halliburton is tough to rate. James Harden is his rating is going down every year for me. Zion, I mean, if he slims up and plays, he could explode and go higher. Lauri Markkanen is tough. He could go up, he could go down. You know, we're going to see how Wemby plays. Murray's a tough one. Paolo really better than them niggas. And Chris Paul stinks. So that's really my 50 through 20 through 25. You guys can leave your comments. Let me know who you think I messed up on. I honestly think I did a pretty good fucking job, if I do say so myself. I will be back with the top 25 in like a day. Right? So we are going to get that out. But leave your comments about this. I feel pretty good about this one. I mean, maybe you don't like Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe you don't like Sabonis. But other than that, you know, I think I did pretty good. I certainly don't think I forgot anybody. Anyways, that's going to do it for me, man.